Thank you, Madam President. In this session, we have heard some excellent discussion on proper benefit sharing mechanisms and much about the need to act with precaution. The Fish Reef Project strongly supports both concepts. It is a certainty that no matter how careful we are, unavoidable impacts will occur both ecologically and socially. We cannot avoid this fact no matter how much we would like to. The nodules are a form of hard bottom, a type of structure. Perhaps I'll stop short of calling it a reef. It doesn't quite qualify as a reef. But when we remove them, we do create a type of deficit to nature and to mankind. As the nodules belong to everyone, so does the liability to justify the deficit that has been created. Hence, it is in good keeping with the law of the sea that this debt is repaid somehow and by everyone. For this reason, the Fish Reef Project has launched the Great African Food Reef. The Great African Food Reef is the most substantial ocean health and food security measure ever undertaken. The project will restore and enhance reef structure in many areas off of Africa and beyond. The new reef structure will maximize the potential of our oceans, improve ocean health, while stimulating coastal fisheries, which are all goals long ago laid out by the UN doctrine, by SDGs, and a number of Earth summits. As its population grows, Africa is facing serious long-term marine protein and food shortages. As a civil society, measures must be taken to improve ocean abundance as a means of food and job security. Otherwise, it may lead to hunger and social unrest on an unprecedented scale. The Great African Food Reef is one tool of many that can be used to address the growing problem of cereal fish depletion in Africa and beyond. The Great African Food Reef has the potential to sustainably feed and employ a great many people while dramatically improving ocean health by increasing habitat for coral and other vital species to thrive. After all, political independence is not complete without food independence. Making new reefs is the ideal form of food security, as it allows more plankton to settle and become greater life forms that otherwise would simply perish. The new reefs are a true and ideal form of benefit sharing. Making protein on land, by comparison, causes massive CO2 release, use of antibiotics and petrochemicals, slash and burn practices, huge freshwater consumption, and land use conflicts. By comparison, fish from new reefs has none or very few of these impacts. We are rolling out operations all across the continent, including tough spots such as Somalia. As everybody deserves benefits, even those who are currently underrepresented at the ISA. We're pleased to have been recently recognized by the African Union and IGAD as a leading blue economy project for Africa. We align ourselves with the previous statements of support from the African group and from Senegal, who have made supportive statements in past sessions for this project. During our recent stay at the African Union in Ethiopia, I had the chance to visit Lucy, the oldest known human remains. At almost 4 million years old, it was a reminder that Africa is a place of beginnings, a wellspring from which all other things flow. So it's fitting that the very thing that will turn the dial in favor of global ocean health and stronger fisheries gets its start in Africa, enter the Great African Food Reef. At the end of the day, one clear way for the ISA to stand for something good, something wonderful, something positive, as it should, is for the Council to further refine the benefit sharing system to allow specific ocean health projects to occur that have measurable outcomes, guaranteed deliverables, and a high degree of transparency. The Great African Food Reef is an ideal place to start. Thank you very much, Madam President.